Hello everyone. This hour on Verbling, the next in my speaking skills series. Today, how to talk about law and order. What we're going to do is see what you know about, in English, that is to say, about the different aspects of the criminal justice system. You don't have to have any prior knowledge to do this class. What you can do is take what you know about these elements in your country, because they're going to be a little bit different in our system than in your system. We're going to make an educated guess about what they're called and how they work. We're going to find the English words, and then we're going to use that to do a little speaking activity at the end where you get to use all of them in a fun and interesting way. So more about that in just a moment. First, let me do a quick introduction while we're waiting for people to come in. I'm Jon-Eric, your Verbling teacher for this hour. I'm an American teacher from New York, coming at you today from Lisbon, Portugal, to bring you this class. Up there in the top right side of your screen, if you've got the chat window open, you can see my link, Jon-Eric Verbling Teacher. So, if you click on that link, you can see all my upcoming classes. So you have to click follow, and you can see all my upcoming group classes. You can also book a tutoring session. Oh my goodness. I meant to say, you could book a tutoring session with me to see what a custom tailored lesson is like. Remember, group sessions are great for practice and for fun, but you can make serious progress with a personal learning plan, which is what I'll create for you in these tutoring sessions, by finding out your goals and coming up with a specific plan to get you to those goals as quickly as possible. I've taught over 1,000 classes here on Verbling since joining in February 2013. But over the last 15 years, I have taught general English to teens and adults, business English to companies like multi-international companies, some of which you probably know, BP, Deloitte, Prada, others. I've taught exam English like the TOEFL and the IELTS as well to companies, well, that's true too, but to universities and high schools in Europe and America. So, wow, that's loud. I don't know where I'm hearing all that noise from. If you got noise, I just ask you to turn off your microphone, okay? Because I'm hearing lots of music. It looks like you're all here, so actually, let's get started. So that's a little bit about me. Feel free to book, but just send me a message if you want to book a private lesson so I can find time for you, okay? Let's get started. Let me say hello to everyone, put the material on screen, and we will get started. Here, as this is loading, it'll be there in a second. Let me first say hello to, who did I see first? I saw, who's there? Now I can't see any of your names. Oh no. Ah, Miko. Hello, Miko. How are you?
Hello, Jon-Eric. How are you? I'm doing well.
Very good. Still there with your bike?
Yes, of course.
Riding through the Basque country in front of the sculptures by that guy.
Eduardo Chillida.
Yeah, that guy.
Chillida, yes.
we looked it up, but I forgot. But now I remember. Excellent. And we have Mr. Rafael, who is not from the Basque country, but he's from Spain. Hello, Mr. Rafael. How are you?
Hello, Mr. John. Good morning.
Oh, Mr. John. My students respect me. Oh, no. Nice to have you back, Rafael. Now, we've got some new faces over here. Oh, we already lost one. I didn't even have a chance to say hello yet. Let's start with Mr. Is it John Luigi? Is that right?
John Luigi is right. Hello, everybody. I'm from Italy, and it's my first lesson with you.
Fantastic. And whereabouts in Italy are you from?
I am from Milan.
From Milan?
Yeah, and I'm a lawyer.
Oh, there you go. And are you using your legal activity. This is a perfect class for you.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a civil lawyer, not a criminal lawyer, but I have to improve my vocabulary.
And are you using your legal skills in the Expo, the Milan Expo? Lots of interesting things happening lately over there.
No, I'm not using my skills now.
Okay. I just saw some headlines last week about lots of protests in the Milan area.
Yeah, a lot.
Still happening?
Not anymore, but we have some problems about the security and many polemics about that kind of protests.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, not polemics though, but issues.
Issues.
Maybe.
Okay.
Exactly. By the way, I'm going to try this special little code. So the code is like this, so that you know what kind of correction or feedback I'm giving you. So if it's a new word, I'm going to put W for new word, something like this in the chat window. If it's a mistake, I'm going to put an M. I wrote issues with an asterisk, but to make it easy, I'll put the word that you said, polemics, and then I'll put the right word. When I say right word, I mean the word that most native speakers would use. There isn't really a right and wrong. There's only more frequent and less frequent. Okay? So M will mean mistake of some kind. What else do I have? I have M's, I have W's. If it's a really important grammar issue, I'll put a G for grammar. And I probably have a few others, but I can't think at the moment. So we'll see. I'll try to let you know. But basically that way you can see the kind of feedback I'm giving you. Let's also say a quick hello to Artemis. Hello, Artemis. How are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you, John?
I'm very good, very good. And Artemis, where are you from?
From Indonesia.
From Indonesia. Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. And are you a lawyer too?
No.
Oh.
I'm a researcher.
You're a researcher. What kind of research do you do?
So wireless communication.
Ah, fantastic.
Yeah.
Technology.
You got it right.
So you're out there coming up with algorithms and...
Oh my god, yes. 100% yes.
Very good. Later on, you can share your favorite algorithm with us. We can all compare to our algorithms. I don't know. I don't know anything about this.
Why not? Why not?
Why not? Why not?
Yeah.
And one more new face, which is Mr. Fidel. Let's say hello to Mr. Fidel. Hello, Fidel. How are you? Let's see if you can get your microphone working there. Fidel? Fidel!
Okay, morning.
Good morning. And where are you from, Fidel?
I'm from Guatemala.
From Guatemala. Okay. I thought you were going to say you were from
in
Cuba.
Central America.
I thought you were going to say you're from Cuba with a name like Fidel.
Yes, I know. Many people say this, but I'm from Guatemala. Fortunately.
Okay. Excellent. And no plan.
I have a question.
Yeah, go for it.
I can't see your
screen.
Your screen. So, but I think I have problems.
No problem. You can open this link. See the link I just posted for you? If you don't see it, I'll post it. Okay, hold on. Take a look here. See it now? The link?
No, I can't see anything.
Okay.
But
no problem. Wait. You don't have to go. Wait. Just click on the blue box on the top left side of the screen. There's a blue box there. And when you open it, you'll see the link that I just posted for you. Okay? Do you see it now?
No, maybe because I'm using my phone.
Ah.
So It's
Yeah.
a little different, but I'll use my computer and I come back.
Okay, okay, no problem.
Okay,
See you in a moment.
okay.
All right. So everyone else. Oh, and there was no class complete without our esteemed regulars, Mr. Jose and Dr. Shinue. I'm sorry, Dr. Jose and Dr. Shinue. You've both graduated to the level of doctor.
Anyway,
How are you, gentlemen?
I'm fine, but I'm sorry that you forget my job.
You are a doctor. You have been. I've just given you.
I'm a teacher, like
I've given you an honorary degree. You are a doctor in the University of Jon-Eric. That's me. You can be a teacher and a doctor teacher. It's okay. Let's talk about law and order. Oh, have I got a fun one for you today. Let's talk about law and order. We're going to learn. Now, I try to stick to this schedule. It rarely works, but I'm going to try. We're going to learn for the first 10 or 15 minutes. We're going to apply what we learn for the next 10 or 15 minutes. And we're going to get to a speaking task where you freely use all that vocabulary. That's the plan. In the last 2 or 3 minutes of class, we're going to try to reflect on what you learned so we can put that in your long-term memory. Reflection is very, very, very useful so that you can know what you know. Otherwise, it might just, unless you organize it, it might not be there the next time you go to get it. So we're going to try to follow this structure if we can. Usually we don't. We'll see if we can. Now, I've got 5 key words in this picture. I'm going to try to give you a hint or a clue about each of them, and you do your best to guess what words I'm thinking of. Okay? Give me just 2 seconds because I need to open this material on my screen, on my computer first, so give me just a second, and then I'll tell you what I mean. It's going to take me just a second because I have to open a PDF on my computer because my material looks slightly different than yours. And I think I got it. It's opening. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I think we're set. So, the first picture, number 1, is the name for the place in which everyone is sitting. Okay? So, let's start with our lawyer, Mr. Gianluigi. What do you call that place, Mr. Gianluigi?
Yeah, the first one
is the name of that room, that space that they're in. What do we call the name of that space?
I don't really know.
What do you call it in Italian?
It's a tricky question for me. I don't really know.
So what do you call it in Italian?
Banco degli imputati.
I don't mean the banco. I mean the entire stanza, the entire room.
The court.
So we're going to go with the word courts. That is a court for number 1. Okay? Class, do we all agree? We can call that the court?
Yeah, I agree.
We agree.
Okay.
I'll say the court, and I'll also say the courtroom. So there may be more than one answer. Courtroom is another way to say it. But you're absolutely right, Gianluigi. Court is not just a place. It's the place and it's the idea. So it's confusing. It's a little bit confusing. So we'll say court to be the place and the idea of being judged somewhere. Now, what about that banco de something something?
Yeah, it's when the witness stay.
It's where the witness is.
Yeah.
Not stays, is. Where the witness is.
I don't know the word. In Italy, it's the desk of the witnesses, but
Yes.
I don't know in English.
All right. Let's see. Let's see who's got it. By the way, this is not a word. This is not a word that you have to know necessarily, but we can go beyond the basics. So let's try to name the other things. So below number 1, class, what do we call the place where the witness is? Notice I don't say stays. I say where the witness is. Okay? Because in Italian and in Portuguese and maybe in Spanish, I don't know, you say is, ficar in Portuguese, which is to stay, but in English it translates as the verb to be. Where the witness is, or where the witness stands. So class, what do you think? The place where the witness stands is called the... What do you think? That's a big clue, by the way. The place where the witness stands is called the... Take a wild guess. Any of you, all of you, what do you think? Oh, it's
The
such
dock.
a... The?
Dock.
The dock. You looked that up, didn't you?
I used Google Translator.
Exactly. The dock is British English. In fact,
Okay.
they usually say the docks. Yes, it's the dock, but we usually have this expression, which is they'll put you on the dock or on the docks. And docks doesn't mean where the ships come in. Docks means the place where the witness is. You have to defend yourself. Class, do you know the American English version of the dock? Anyone know?
Box.
What's
Witness
the American version? Oh, Amir is saying the barrier. You're kind of close, Amir. He's out there in the chat window. You're close. That word is better for something else in the room.
Witness box.
You're getting closer. That was Artemis, right?
Yeah.
Okay. If it's got the word witness in it, the answer is the stand. And we have this expression, can the witness please take the stand? And you'll see that in the chat window. Can the witness please take the stand? So that's, you always see those in, you know, courtroom dramas and movies, something like that. Can the witness please take the stand? In British English, it would be, I guess, go to the dock or something like that. Okay, very good. Mr. Jose, are you awake?
Yes.
Oh, good, good. Number 2. Let's see what I can say about it. Number 2 is that guy, could be a girl, that's behind the other thing, that's behind the podium, sitting down on that big chair up there.
His name is the judge.
His name is Bob. And what does he do? He said his name. His name is Bob. No, I'm just kidding.
No, judge.
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 I agree. It's the judge, number 2.
The judge.
Probably. Now, do we have another name for a judge, class?
No.
No? Yes, we do. Of course we do. I wouldn't ask if it was. If we didn't have another name, I'd never ask. Class, can you think of another name for a judge?
In sport, is the referee, no?
That is true, but that's tomorrow's class. Tomorrow we're having a class about referees. Sports is tomorrow. But you're absolutely right. A referee judges a play. So it's the same word. Anyone else want to make a guess? Well, in American English, at least, we say the justice, as in the justice of the peace. You heard that before?
So with the article the in front of justice. Yes.
If you say the justice of the peace, then you have the article. Now, this is a specific kind of judge, by the way. It's not. So it's not universal for all judges. This is for a lower court. For a lower court, you have a justice of the peace. Okay, so it's still a judge, but it's not a Supreme Court judge. Supreme Court judge is called a judge, or if you're calling them by name, you would say Justice. What's the guy? Roberts. John Roberts is a Supreme Court judge. What's the other one? Ginsburg is a Supreme Court judge. Thomas is a Supreme Court judge. Okay, so we'd say calling them justice. Or, of course, what else do we call? Think about the movies you've seen. What else do we call a judge? If we're talking about them, we say Justice so-and-so. If we're talking to them in court, what do we call them? Your what? Don't you guys watch movies? Think about the last episode of CSI where they had to go to court.
Magistrate or something like that?
Too fancy. Too fancy.
Too fancy.
Your Honor.
Honor.
Your Honor is how you address the judge. Well, Your Honor, I would like to present my case. Your Honor. Okay? Magistrate is a little too fancy. Maybe that's more British English. And yeah, I think it's more British English actually. Let's see. Now, take a look on the right side. Mr. Raphael, do you see that guy pointing on the right side? Mr. Raphael?
The right side.
Yeah, what do you think that guy, who is that guy pointing?
Okay. Perhaps could be one attorney, one lawyer. I think it could be the barrier.
Not the barrier, almost, but in British English, barrister. British English, the barrister.
The barrister.
In American English, the word you said before was exactly right. Attorney. Attorney. Okay, let's get the pronunciation right. Barrister, attorney. Let me hear you, Raphael.
Barrister, attorney.
Not a tor, but attorney.
Attorney.
So it's pronounced very differently than it's written. Written attorney, pronounced attorney. Okay, very good. And let's see who else we have out there. We have Mikkel. Look at the people on the benches on the left side. Who are they, Mikkel? People on the benches.
So number 4.
Number 4, right.
The jury.
You are absolutely right. What do they do? You're absolutely right. What does a jury do?
Jury, too. It's not the same.
What do they do? What do they do?
It's not. Jury could be a verb too, or no? No.
No.
Jury. Jury.
Not a verb. It's not a verb. It's just a noun. The jury.
Jury.
What do they do? I'll give you a hint.
Judge. The judge.
The judge judges. The judge judges. The jury gives something.
This not decide. They decide. Could be no.
No. It's really with the word give.
Jury.
What do they
Judges.
do? Say what? Not a verb.
Judges.
It's just a noun.
Judges.
The jury. Why am I hearing my voice? I'm hearing an echo.
Judge. The judge.
The judge judges. What? Wait. I'm hearing an echo. Big echo for some reason. Someone's got... Let me just mute all of you for just a second, because I don't know where the echo's coming from. Oh, I think Shinyue, I think you're having a connection problem, because I'm hearing my voice. So maybe...
Hi, teacher. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I can hear your charming voice.
You can or you cannot?
I can hear your charming voice.
Ah, okay. What does a jury give? What's that keyword? A jury gives... Do you know?
A verdict.
Say again?
Verdict.
Correct. That's it. Jury gives a verdict in a trial.
So what is the plural version of jury?
Juries.
Do you have it? Juries.
Juries. One jury, two juries.
Even when we see a lot of people here, about 10 people, so we still call them jury.
Correct.
Why?
Because it's a group. It's the name for the group. Now, if you want to talk about the individual people,
yeah,
you would say juror.
Oh, okay.
And the plural is jurors. So George is a juror, and Mary is a juror, and Evil Bob is the witness. Not the witness, sorry. That's not the word I'm looking for. The witness is giving evidence. Look at number 5. Number 5 is Evil Bob.
Evil Bob.
Evil Bob. He did a bad things. Evil Bob. So what do we call number 5? What do we
Devil.
call number 5? The devil. Correct. That's right. Let's go back to our lawyer for a second. John Luigi, what do we call the person who is accused of crime? In the courtroom.
Sorry, can you repeat?
Yes, look at number 5, who's in the foreground of the picture. See that guy?
Yeah.
He's accused. What do we call him if he's accused?
The defendant.
The defendant.
Defendant.
That's right. Defendant. The stress is on the second syllable. Defendant.
Okay.
The defendant. Okay. We've got our courtroom. We've got everyone. So let's take a look at the answers. The next page you can see all the answers. The court, the judge, the attorney or barrister, the witness stand.
So what is the
Mr.
AM
Lawyer?
there?
Oh, I'm sorry. AM is for American English. Sorry, American English attorney.
I see.
Mr. Lawyer, you're the guy who knows the most about that picture. Is there anything that we need to know that I did not label in that picture? Is there anything else we should know? Know a word for that we don't have in the picture? Mr. John Luigi, are you out there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Is there
Sorry.
anything in the picture?
Because I have some sound outside my house and I don't hear very good.
Ah, so my question is there anything else in the picture that we should name? Is there anything else that you want to know the name for? Like what?
I think the trial.
Ah, yes. We don't say process in English, we say trial. And specifically, we can say trial by jury. Like the trial by jury, because not every kind of trial has a jury. And not every country has a jury, by the way. Like here in Portugal, there is no jury when you go to court. Okay, that's good. What happens if your attorney does not defend you well enough? What kind of verdict will the jury give? Class, what kind of verdict will a jury give?
Guilty?
Could be what?
Wrongly accused.
Depends, could be. Think if you're not defending well.
Guilty.
Guilty, right? And we say that you are blank of a crime. If you are given a guilty verdict, what is the verb? Who's got this one?
Convicted.
You're accused. When you're accused, Raphael, that's it. When you're accused of committing a crime. But not for this stage. Earlier, yes, accused of committing a crime. So I'll put that in the chat window. But earlier, I said, if you get a guilty verdict, what's the verb? You are blank of a crime and you go to jail. You are what? You are seen as guilty by the law. What's the verb I'm looking for? Blank of a... Yeah, say again. Convicted. Good. You are convicted of a crime and you go to jail. Okay, very good. All of that from one little picture. Not bad. Hey, what happened here?
It's
In
a
talking
mugging.
about, it's a mugging. Okay. What is a mugging? What's the difference between a mugging and a robbery?
A mugging, it's with violence to the people or to the object.
Okay, very good. Well, mugging would be for people in English. But you're right. Mugging is a violent crime, not a lethal crime, but a violent crime, and it's for people. Another word for mugging might be assault. Assault is to mug. Well, there's different assault, right? I was assaulted. I was mugged. Mr. Shinyue, I'm wondering if you could help tell the story of that crime. Taking a look at the picture. Do you think you could tell the story of that crime, or at least some of it? What do you think happened?
Maybe this statement. It will take 2 minutes. You should be patient.
All right. We'll be patient.
Old man called Mike is walking down the street. He just took some money from the bank. But unfortunately, a man is following him. This guy is walking down the street. Suddenly, a guy is appearing in front of him. This guy is wearing a stocking. This guy is wearing a stocking, which is covered his face. This guy is pointing at Mike using a gun. This guy shouted, "Please give your money to me, and please give anything to me." Mike is very frightened. He gave everything to this guy, including her pocket and her expensive wallet. Then the bad guy ran away. Mike had to call her wife and tell her what happened. Mike's wife finally telephoned the policeman, and she told the Batson about his husband. That's all. My speaking is redundant.
And you even knew the names of the people in Valerie. Very good. I didn't know their names, but now I know. Very good.
This guy is wearing a pair of glasses called Mike.
Right. And he's got a mustache, too. Let's take a look at what you said. Now, the only mistake that I heard you make, Shinue, was his and her. You mixed up his and her. Right?
Yes.
Mike called his wife, and she talked about her husband to the police. So, all right. Other than that, it sounded pretty good. A man called Mike is walking down the street. He just took some money. You can see this in the chat window. He just took some money from the bank, but unfortunately, a man is following him. A guy is walking down the street. Suddenly, a guy is appearing in front of Mike. Now, here, I would suggest that you use the past tense to tell this story. So I would say, Mike. Let me do a little correction. A guy called Mike is walking down the street, or if you want to describe it, it's okay. You could say the present if you're looking at the picture. He's walking down the street. He just took some money from the bank. He just took some money out. You don't even have to say from the bank. He just took some money out. Or he just withdrew some money. Maybe it's better. He just withdrew some money. Take money out or withdrew money. But unfortunately, a man is following him. That guy, you got to refer to the bad guy as that guy, not this guy. This guy is Mike, because he's the first guy that you mentioned.
Yeah.
Okay, so that guy is walking down the street, and suddenly that guy, appears, not is appearing, but appears in front of Mike. Make a little correction, and I'll post it in just a second. Okay. That guy, or the bad guy, is wearing a stocking. You said which covers his face, but you can say it shorter. The bad guy is wearing a stocking over his face. He is pointing. Let's say he points. He points a gun at Mike. Instead of with his gun, you could say he points. I get this. He points a gun at Mike. Not he is shouting, but he shouts. He shouts, "Please give me your money." He's so polite. I can't believe it. Please. If I have a gun, I'm not going to say please. He shouts, "Excuse me, sir, if you don't mind, could you give me your money?"
In sarcastic tone, maybe. Put it in sarcastic tone.
Maybe. He's
polite robber.
He's being ironic. You know, Mike is very frightened. He gives everything to that guy, including including his wallet. Then the bad guy runs away. Not ran away, but runs away. Mike has to call his wife. Mike's wife, Valerie, telephones the police and tells them what happened. Tells them what happened. And that is the corrected version. There you go. Now, Shinue and the rest of you, you can practice this by copying the original version. Tomorrow when you wake up, look at the original version, try to remember the corrections, say the story out loud, and then look at the corrected version and see how many you got right. Simple, simple, simple technique if you want to try it that way. Notice how I use the present simple when I'm telling this story in real time. I'm not using the present continuous except when I describe an action. But when I say the events of the story, I use the present simple. So that's something to keep in mind for the future. Very good. Oh, big round of applause for Mr. Shinue. Very good. Mike and Valerie. Mr. Mikkel, what do you call a crime? I'm just curious. What kind of a crime is mugging? Because we've got different kinds of crimes. Some are bad, some are not so bad. Mr. Mikkel, what do you think we can call this kind of crime?
It could be a criminal crime or
criminal. What's another word for crime? A criminal.
Criminal.
Because we've got the law, and it's against the law. So how do we say that? It's something that is against the law.
Something against the law. When you break the law.
Okay, good. So first, it's breaking the law.
Breaking the law.
And criminal. Does anyone know how to finish that word? That phrase. It's a criminal what?
Fault, no.
Not fault, almost. It's a serious criminal. You're still thinking about football, Mikkel. It's not a fault. Not a fault. Anyone know? Going once? Going twice? The word is offense.
Offense.
A serious criminal offense. What is the opposite of a serious criminal offense? What do you think the opposite is called?
Felony too, could be.
Felony, right. Felony is a serious criminal offense.
The opposite of...
And John Luigi, what did you say?
Yeah, about crimes, the petty crimes.
Petty crime. And we can also say
minor.
The simple one.
Minor.
Yeah. Petty crime or minor offense. Minor offense. So we got a major criminal offense, which is a felony, a minor criminal offense, which is petty crime, and if we have felony, we should know the other word. What's the technical name for a petty crime? Begins with an M. It's a big word. Does anyone know?
Mild.
It begins with MIS.
It's not mild.
No.
No.
No, it's a technical word.
With an S.
With an M like mother. Felony, serious crime, a miss what? Going once, going twice. Look at that word in the chat window. Say that for me.
Misdemeanor.
Misdemeanor. Misdemeanor. Did you see the great movie by Woody Allen, Crimes and Misdemeanors? Did anyone see that movie? Great movie by Woody Allen, crimes and misdemeanors. Okay, so now let's do a little bit of practice. Put the story in the right order. I want you to take 30 seconds of your time right now. I want to put the story in the right order. I'm going to call on each of you to say the next part of the story. So take a minute, read through it, digest the story, and then I'm going to call on each of you to try to put it in the right order one at a time, as quickly as we can. Okay? So everyone, start reading. Okay, did everyone read the text? You're all familiar with the text? I'm not hearing any yeses.
Yes.
Okay. Jose, I want you to start the story for us.
Okay. 10,000 pounds was stolen from a bank in the High Street.
Fantastic. The very first thing that
It
happens
is the first sentence.
It is. The first thing that happens is the robbery. Artemis. And then?
The police questioned a number of people about the crime.
Perfect. Questioned.
Questioned.
That's it. That's it. Mr. Mikkel. And after that?
After that, could be 7, and they finally arrested 2 men.
Okay, and after that, they finally arrested 2 men. Okay. Shinue. And then? By the way, you're all correct so far. 3, 9, 7, 1, and then? Shinue? Shinue? What do you think?
And charged them with their robbery.
Hold on a second. You lost me.
Teacher, can you hear me?
Yeah, but I didn't understand which number you were saying. Oh, charge them. Oh, okay. Charge them.
Charged them with their robbery.
Okay, good. So let's summarize where we are. We started with 3, then 9, then 8. No. Sorry. 3, 9, 7, and then 8. Sorry. 7, then 8. And then charge them with robbery is 2. So the story sounds like this so far. Well, last week, £10,000 was stolen from a high street bank. The police questioned a number of people about the crime. And after that, they questioned... Oh, no, I said that already. They questioned them at the police station. No, sorry. I'm getting all mixed up. First, they stole the bank. They stole the money. Then they questioned people. And then they arrested 2 men in particular, and then they questioned them in detail, in depth, at the police station. That's number 9. And then they charged one of them with a robbery. And then, John Luigi, after number 2, we have?
We have the trial took place 2 months later.
Fantastic. 6. And then, Artemis?
After the jury had listened to all the evidence.
Jose? Next.
After number 4, no?
After number 4, correct?
Yes, and they found both men guilty.
And finally, Mikkel?
Number 5. They were sent to prison for 7 years.
They were sent to prison for 7 years. 7 years. Repeat.
7 years.
Careful, because I'm hearing jeers. Years.
Years.
Yeah.
Year.
There you go.
Year.
7 years.
Careful, not jeers. 7 years. 7 years.
7 years.
You got to work on it. I'm still hearing jeers.
Okay, 7 years.
Mikkel, who investigates a crime?
The police, no?
The police. Xinwei, who sentences people? Who sentences people?
Judge.
The judge. Gianluigi, who lives in cells?
Sorry, who lives in?
Number 3, who lives in cells?
Sorry.
Prisoners.
Sorry. Okay.
Prisoners live in cells.
Okay. Sorry, I did wrong.
The answer is not.
Can you shift me?
The answer is not.
Thank you.
We're not talking about.
I have some
cells of
problem
your body.
with the PDF. Sorry,
Oh, we are on slide number 7 in the PDF, or page 7.
Yeah. Okay.
Gianluigi,
who lives? Yeah, prisoners.
Prisoners.
Okay.
That's it. And I've lost my place. Jose,
Yes.
who decides if someone is innocent or guilty?
The jury.
The jury does, right. And number 5, Mr. Xinwei, who defends people and presents evidence?
Lawyer.
Lawyers, or attorneys, or barristers.
Mm.
Right. That's it. And I'm totally lost now. I think we're back to Mikkel for the last one. Who commits crimes? And don't say I do.
Mr. Jon-Eric.
No. Well, what would Mr. Jon-Eric be if he committed a crime? What would he be? Don't say a bad boy.
Guilty was no.
Maybe playboy.
The devil.
You are innocent until proven guilty.
Guilty, no.
You are, if you're guilty, you are a criminal.
Criminal.
Okay.
You're a criminal. Very good. Let's see. I have a speaking task, but we're not going to get to it because it's going to take way too long. So I'm going to go to one more vocabulary exercise. I think that's all the time we have. This one's a little trickier. You have to put in the right word, but I believe all of these words are things that you have seen. No, not all of them. You haven't seen all of these words, but you've seen most of them. Okay? Artemis, tip number 1. Tell me what you think the missing words are.
I have never broken the law and committed a crime. Committed a crime. I heard commit. Committed a crime. Yeah. Broken a law.
And
I've never broken the law.
Broken the law is correct. And committed a crime.
Yeah.
So that's right. That's it. Gianluigi, number 2 in Britain.
In Britain, it is forbidden by the law to drive a car without insurance.
Not forbidden. Another way to say that.
Not allowed.
Another way.
Okay. Is prohibited.
You can't say prohibited in English. It doesn't work that way. You've got to use a simple word. An adverb.
Okay.
Against the law.
Against the law is correct. In Britain, it is against the law.
Britain. I don't know.
That's the answer. Against the law.
Against. Okay.
If you say prohibited, you have to use by. So prohibited by law or against the law.
Okay.
And here you see there's a the, so the only possibility is against. It's the only one. Okay? Mr. Jose, if you park illegally,
If you park illegally, you will have to pay a fine.
a fine is correct. Very good. Not a fee, but a fine.
Can you use
Okay.
a ticket here?
You have to pay. You have to. You don't pay a ticket. That could be a little confusing, but you get a ticket. So we would say get a ticket, or we'd say get ticketed. Pay a ticket or get ticketed. Not pay a ticket. Sorry, get a ticket or get ticketed, but we have to pay a fine.
I see.
Because you don't pay a ticket. Pay a ticket is what you do to go to the movies.
I see. Yeah.
I'm gonna buy a ticket to go to the movies or pay a ticket. So here, ticket is fine. Fine. And it is not fine to pay a fine. It sucks. Mr. Mika, look at number 4. The police were fairly
sure the man committed the crime, but they knew it would be difficult to demonstrate it in court.
Not demonstrate, that's too big. Little word. Little easy word.
Accuse it? No.
No. A word that means the same as demonstrate that you are guilty. We have the expression to blank beyond a reasonable doubt.
Show.
Beyond
So.
Yeah, okay. You're closer. You're closer. Beyond a reasonable.
Proof.
Prove is correct. To prove beyond a reasonable doubt, right? So it would be difficult to prove in court. Number 4, difficult to prove in court. That is it. Mr. Shinwei, the jury, number 5, the jury must.
The jury must decide if the accused is innocent or guilty.
Innocent or guilty. Artemis, number 6. We have 10 seconds left. Number 6, Artemis.
In order to reach their decision, the jury must listen carefully to the fact, evidences.
Evidence, singular.
Singular.
To the evidence. John Luigi, we're already over time. 2 seconds more. Number 7.
If the accused is charged of murder, the listing here is praise. I don't know.
The blank may be at least 10 years in prison. What does the judge issue?
Yeah, the guilty.
Right idea, wrong word. So, both of them are the right idea, but not the right word. Not if the accused is charged. No. If the accused is convicted of murder. That's what I was looking for.
Convicted.
Oh, I wrote that wrong. If the accused is convicted of murder, then the blank may be at least 10 years in prison. In America, you can actually be put to death. If you're convicted of murder, you can be killed by the state. It's called capital punishment. What's the verb? Is it a verb? No. What's the noun I'm looking for? The blank may be 10 years in prison. In America, it may be the electric chair. The what? The thing the judge gives, class.
Is not guilty.
No.
No. So
the thing that the judge says, and his word is the law. His or her word is the law. Anyone know?
The verdict?
Not the verdict. That's what the jury gives. The judge has to be...
The sentence?
The sentence is the word I'm looking for. The sentence. So the judging comes from the jury, but the judge has to decide what kind of sentence the person will get. The sentence could be a strict sentence or could be a lenient sentence. Okay? Sentence is what a judge gives. The very last one, I think it's for you, Jose, number 8, last one.
Okay. He has been in trouble with the police once before, but it was only a minor offense.
Correct. Very good, very good. Okay, we've got to stop here because we're really over time. But this is not our only class on the criminal justice system. Probably next Tuesday at the same time, I'm going to do one specifically on crimes and criminality. And in that one, we'll get to our speaking activity, because today we didn't really have time. You are going to have to solve a crime. Okay, so that'll be next Tuesday at this same hour. I'll be back in 10 seconds for our business class. We are continuing on in our class, talking all about systems and services. And today we're going to be dealing with an important grammatical issue. Okay, so stick around for that. Great job, everyone, and I'll see you soon.
Thank you. See you soon.
For now.
Bye.